back of my hand. Hold out if you mean it. I want it all and more, but I need to let you know that there is something. Love is a mystery to a man. It sends me round and around. With all the games, how will I ever know? So come round, you can do it. Yeah, better days are part of my plan. There's no doubt, if you knew that, I give it all and more, but I got to let you know there is something. Love is a mystery to a man. It sends me round and around. With all the games, how will I ever know? Gotta give it time before I make you mine. I gotta give it time before I lose my mind. Give it time, give it time. Love is a mystery to live. I got to give it time before I make you mine. I gotta give it time before I lose my mind. Give it time, gotta give it time before I make you mine. I gotta give it time.
I'm Hannah Heretic, and this is Daxx and Roxane. How are you guys doing?
Hello, we're good, thanks.
Very good. I see you've just signed with Route 1 Booking, which is great for you. So what does this mean for the band?
Hopefully a lot more touring and festivals, and that people are gonna see us even more than before.
A lot more crazy stuff happening as well, because from what we found out from day one with these guys is that it just gets mental really quickly.
It's going to be a good next year, and 2022 as well will be really, really good as we can really start planning stuff.
Things happen.
Yeah.
It's
So
good
how
to
long?
know-
Sorry, go on.
It's good to know we are in the same mindset with those guys, having spent some time with them.
Yeah. It's good to know that you're on the same pathways and you want the same thing out of it, which a lot of people struggle with sometimes at first. So next year, I hear there's a new EP coming out.
So we've been working on that lately, and we will record that very soon, and we'll give you news as soon as we have them to unveil the project.
We're basically not creative enough for making another album, so we're just making an EP instead. And
Well, EPs are good. You can spread it out a lot more.
Yeah, exactly.
EPs are the way forward, I think. I think albums are for like arena rock bands now. I think EPs are, you can do one album a year or every 2 years, but you can do however many EPs you want in that time. And I think that's definitely a broader way of approaching recording these days. Do you think that that's the same, or do you prefer doing albums?
Hard to say.
I think based on what she said, we should definitely consider doing more EPs.
But Yes, but also when you play live and if you look at the merch you're selling, people buy more albums than EPs, at least for us.
Yeah.
In our experience, yeah.
That's true.
Well, it's a kind of a new experience we're going for on this EP. We're not going to say more about it, but it's it's just going to be a bit of a different experience, and especially like we're very excited to work with one booking agency because they're going to help us out, hopefully maybe on that EP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consider this.
You know, the one time that we made the commitment to make an album as an independent band, coronavirus happened afterwards. So
Yeah. Well, it's like me. The one time I made a commitment to put on a festival, coronavirus happened. So, yeah, we're all very much on the same wavelength with that. So yeah, what is the new album going to be quite similar to the stuff that you've done before, or is it going to be something totally out there and new for you guys?
The EP or the new album?
Sorry, the EP.
Well, we did a bit of experimenting these last when did we release the first album?
First one,
Yeah,
2017. It was
Yeah.
like 3 years.
So we did a bit of experimenting between then and the last album, and we kind of found our sound. So this new EP is going to be something we know and we know how to do well, but at the same time we're gonna put a bit of spices.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, in the future, personally, for me, I would like to stay in the kind of same vibe that we have right now. I think we finally find our sound, and we excel in this kind of music as a band altogether. So we're not gonna go like reggae or.
Our bluegrass album is
more track too, but.
Yeah, you know what you want out of this, and that's there for the long term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what is your writing process? Do you have specific ways of going about it, or do you kind of just sit down and go, well, let's see what we can come up with?
Well, it depends. During lockdown, the writing process is you pick up your guitar and then you look somewhere else and then you go and do something else.
It was not really productive.
So I know a lot of bands talked about in lockdown they were so creative and so many things.
They did 3 albums.
Yeah, I know, right? During lockdown we didn't do much. So,
There's kind of a weird mix of I've done nothing and I've done everything, and there's no in between with it.
But I think this is the one time that it's acceptable to do nothing. So
yeah, this is never going to happen again. We hope.
Right. But we're getting there now.
Actually,
We've had 2 band meetings in the last 2 weeks, so.
But we also have this, I think, kind of way of working where we write a bit, but not much, and then we plan something, and we still don't do much, and then we have a deadline, and then we do everything, and then it works out faster.
We're really good procrastinators. So.
Yeah, I'm quite similar in that sense. Like, I'll be like, oh, there's months until I have that to do, and then I'm like, oh, it's the week before. Should probably crack on now, and then I'll do like 18 hours of not procrastinating because that's all I've done for the last 6 months.
So that's why we can't say much about the EP, because basically we don't really have an idea yet. But
it's not even written.
But for sure, something's gonna be released next year.
Yeah. So, how long have you guys been together now?
Forever.
Like 2 hours tonight.
We know each other for quite a while. Like we go all the way back in Switzerland. I know Cal for 25 years.
Yeah, we met when we were 5. Five. And
then we met
18
this
now.
guy, which was around in this. I saw him in the school bus. He used to have a mohawk, but I wasn't hanging out with him.
Yeah. I mean, we knew each other from before, but we were not really hanging out until we were 12, I guess.
And you know what? Your brother was dating his sister.
Yeah.
And that's how you met.
we met, and then
In high school.
And that's how we met.
Nice.
We all go way back.
So, did you start out in Switzerland, or did you start when you moved over here?
We actually started out in Switzerland. So Cedric's dad used to run a hostel, and we started out rehearsing in a room next to the dining room in the hostel. And Cedric's dad was so upset with his hostel that he said, "Fuck it, I hate these diners, just like play Whiplash from Metallica on end.
And we did.
And we did, yeah. At lunch.
Really shitty. So imagine a shitty Whiplash. It must have been really, really annoying.
And then we moved to Cedric's garage, and again, Cedric's dad was so fed up that he actually like destroyed some of the roads.
Yeah, to bring in the cable.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
With
Yeah. He like
No, he was with a screwdriver and a hammer, and he was hammering the road.
the garage was away from the hostel,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
he like
no
he destroyed the roads, put the cable, and then put concrete in, so that because there was no electricity in the garage, so he brought power from the hostel.
Good on him.
Then the police came to complain. No,
Yeah.
someone complained. They called the police. The police came. They knocked on the door, and then they told us to play one more because it was apparently good. And then they told us to stop.
And then we
So-
moved to
Sports
to the shithole.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a place. Squatters
A
was.
place where they were doing a lot of drugs and that we didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, we a long time ago.
So how come you came back to the UK? Well, came to the UK.
We decided when we started playing, I think like from day one, we were like, when we finished to study whatever we're doing in school or anything, let's just go to London and play music there.
Yeah.
And then that's what we did.
But prior to that, we were always like a really, really close group of friends, and we were all best mates, and we always wanted to live together.
Yeah.
For the band and all that, we considered to have maybe a flat in one of
A
like
castle.
Yeah, it was
in
a castle.
in a major city in Switzerland, major city, but yeah, whatever. But I personally decided to move to London as well at some point, and I mean,
Yeah.
I was expecting the guys to come with me, and that's what happened as well. Because we were like, you know what, we sort of didn't know what to do back in Switzerland, and the music scene was much better in London, and
Yeah.
it was just a brand new experience for us, and we were like early 20s, and life is exciting. And
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
still is, but not during lockdown.
Yeah. No, not so much right now.
If you ever go to the corner of Brick Lane and Whitechapel High Street, there's a kebab shop there, and we used to live above it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
First Daxx Roxane flat in London.
Yeah,
It was
so-
crazy.
it was really crazy.
Luca had his own room, and then me, Simon, and Cedric, we shared another room. So.
For like,
That was
Yeah.
First, you joined later, and then we moved.
Yeah,
We
but
moved in
we
July.
were swapping rooms all the time.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
Have a
And then
road
you
trip
say,
who
I'm
has the
gonna
room
do
on their own.
That was a bit like Motley Crue. They had the same. One guy had a room and the other guy had to share one.
Yeah, it's called Luca thought he was gonna have more sex, but he didn't.
Ah!
So, with there not being any shows at the minute, how important is the live show to you guys?
It's really, really important. Like,
Live, yeah.
this is the thing, and I'm not the only one to say it. I would say like all musicians right now and all bands, they are missing so much live music, and
We're desperate.
It's not just the being on stage. The whole
it's the whole
The whole
experience.
thing,
The
you know?
before and after, hanging
Yeah.
out with your friends.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, yeah, that you sell merch and all that, but it's definitely more the experience. It's like, dude, you got something to do you did like a really long week of work, and then you want to go out. It's Friday night. You want to hang out. And you cannot do that now. You just it's so annoying. You have nothing to do.
Yeah.
That's what we're missing the most.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, that's what I miss the most.
Usually we always have a bit of a routine now. I drive to go to the gig because I'm one of two drivers available, and then I get wasted and Simon has to drive to go back from the gig. So yeah, that's our routine. And then these guys do whatever they want because they never drive. So just FYI.
What you're saying is, I better up my bill for when you guys play at Heretic because I'm going to be spending loads of money on your rider.
I mean,
Well,
we're not expensive. We take what we can take. We don't take the 10 of the others.
We take what we find.
But we're not gonna take the ride of other bands.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, we don't.
Nah,
we don't.
If there's mayonnaise, we take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to take.
But then we're not expensive. We're not expensive band to maintain that.
But we're really friendly, so people just give us stuff,
Hey guys. So, what's the best show that you guys have played so far?
For me personally, there's two shows which really stand out the most. Was the one show when we came back to Switzerland to play for the 50th anniversary of Montreux Jazz Festival in Montreux. That's where we all started as a band. And that was like 4 years after we were living in UK. So it was the first time sort of we came back playing rock music in front of our friends and family. And the second time was opening for him.
Yeah,
At the
that's
Roundhouse.
amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing. But then all the rest was fucking amazing as well.
I don't want to be a kiss ass, but the show that we did at the Yard was amazing.
Yeah,
It was actually.
That was
Because it had been such a long time that we hadn't played anything, and we played the show at the Yard with Route One.
Back in September this year was just.
Oh yeah,
It
was that
was
the live
the
stream?
first show after the big national lockdown, and it was just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was strange to
Is that the
play.
one that you did the video of on Facebook?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
I saw that.
amazing to play that.
Yeah.
Really cool stage, really good sound. It was
Yeah.
Lots of
And
mud
the
everywhere.
people
The
were
people were amazing,
So
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Everyone was on it.
Amazing after party.
Yeah.
Tractors everywhere.
Tractors.
A difficult
We
next
love
day.
tractors.
Next day was difficult to drive back to London.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, but that's again. I mean, this guy wasn't driving.
Yeah.
This guy was sleeping
I
in
was,
the back.
I was like, okay. Yeah, I was sleeping, maybe I was sleeping.
So where did the name come from?
Aha. So for many years we were like, it's a mystery.
We'll never tell you
We'll
that.
keep it a mystery. But then at some point we decided, oh, you know what?
The mystery's not so cool. So.
Yeah. That's why we want to keep it a mystery because it sounds cooler. We were really fed up back in the days. We were really struggling to find a name for a band. We started with Airstrike.
Yeah, which happened to be a Japanese band called
Japanese-
Airstrike.
Before that, there was like Killtacular. We even considered being called Dogface.
Dog face.
Yeah.
Dog face.
Because we didn't find anything, man.
We even had a logo for that place.
No, yeah, it was so crap. Because all the cool names are already taken now.
Yeah, we thought of Led Zeppelin, but that was
Yeah. But anyway, like at some point, like we're not, you know what? Fuck it. Like Cal's got 2 pet rats. They're cool. We love them, and they're called Daxx and Roxane.
Oh, nice.
They are from 2 pet
Although-
rats.
A few days ago, I saw a guy from a radio in Brazil who was reviewing a new album, and he said that the name came from 2 hamsters.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
you
no,
know,
that's like
when you take
shit.
something that's not ultra cool, but you make it like you know.
2 hamsters.
My rats were super.
Yeah, maybe you should have kept the mystery.
I trained them to open Snickers bars.
Whoa,
I gave
really?
them Snickers, they opened.
And you even had Snickers, which were named Daxx and Roxane.
Exactly.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So-
that's where it comes from.
I have one more question, and that is, if you could be any animal, what would it be and why?
A cat.
Why?
Why? Because you just eat and then you just chill, and then you go anywhere you want, and you come back and you get pet, and you're like,
But is that not what you're doing the whole lockdown? And
I'm a cat. A dog is. I love dogs, but they're
That dumb.
That dumb, but they have the best
too much
life,
attention,
man.
man.
I would be a rat because I would be Daxx or Roxane and then I'd die of cancer.
Oh wow, that's a very sad note. But yeah, cat for me.
And you would eat cow.
I will eat cow. You will die.
But he's chasing.
I'd be a ferret,
Ooh.
kind of like a cat, but it's more like longer.
And Luca would be an Italian.
That's an animal. I think that's an animal.
Luca is half Italian. I'm just to let you know. What about you, Hannah?
I
Ooh.
would be a. Oh, I don't know.
Aha.
No, I didn't expect you to throw it back around on me. I was going to say, while I think about it, do you disagree with any of the answers that your bandmates have just given them? And what would you name your bandmates as an animal?
They would
Well,
be
Simon the Lion.
Simon the Lion.
See?
But that's really easy.
Luca the Moose.
The moose.
The moose, okay.
Yeah, because it's Canadian, so
Okay.
whatever.
I like that.
I could be the frog. Because
What?
Cedric the Frog. Because I'm half French.
Yeah.
Cal could be a badger.
Because I'm British.
Yeah. The cow and the badger kind of work as well.
You can just like this all the time.
The honey badger.
Honey badger would be badass.
Yeah, badass.
And Cedric.
It was a.
Cedric the Pocket Pig.
The
Cedric
the porcupine, you know?
The hedgehog.
So in French, Cedric the porcupine rhymes. So he's Cedric the porcupine.
Cedric the Pocket.
So yeah.
There you go.
And all together we would be
Daxx and Roxane.
A gang of rats.
Daxx and Raptors.
yeah.
Daxx and
Raptors,
Raptors, yeah.
Daxx and Raptors.
Nice.
That's one really
So
fun fact is like nobody gets our name and everyone's writing differently and
Yeah.
then we come up with all sorts of weird names.
Yeah.
Double
But
names.
So-
you guys did good at Heretic. You wrote it right. So
So
Well done.
we've often had Daxx and Roxane with 2 N's.
Yeah.
We've often what else have
One
we often
X.
had? Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I had a couple of goes at it.
yeah, it's the autocorrect on the phone.
Few times.
The best we've had on a gig flyer was Daxx and Raptors. That was amazing.
We don't know how, but it was officially on the poster.
There was one I did an interview the other day for someone, and two of the guys that are in the pictures with me are in Celador Mooncrow, and they released the article today, and it was Cellular Doom Mooncrow, and I was like, nearly there. We're nearly there.
Not bad.
And some names are so difficult, you know.
So what's your animal then?
Yeah,
Like,
we didn't
Yeah,
forget.
try to.
Escape.
I would be a fox because
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
because they're very intelligent and they are nocturnal.
Ah.
Yeah, and they do scream a lot as well next to my window. It's really annoying. It's true though.
Yeah, you
don't
could-
hear them.
Yeah, be a fox.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, they're kind of in the background, but you always know they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I
as
like
well,
it.
at the same time, they're not scared. It's just like you try to
Yeah.
share them, like, yeah, what?
Well, you what?
There was one the other day
Oh.
I wrote, and next door's cat squared up to the fox, and the fox was like, "Oh my god, this cat wants to fight with me," and I was like, "The cat is gonna die." And the
But
Yeah.
cats don't take initiative.
But yeah, cats do. Yeah.
Cats do.
yeah, so that means that you're gonna fight me, doesn't it?
Who's the cat? You're the cat.
I said I would be a cat. 'Cause I like
Yeah.
being a cat.
No, wait, when's Heretic Fest?
In May.
We'll try to change animals.
Okay, cool. I thank you very much for talking with me, and I will see you soon.
Yeah.